that is stopping them from committing too hard on B and on yellow.
100% already. I love the duo work that we're seeing from Paradox and Co. That plan can probably go down pretty swiftly, and that's what I think we're about to see. Antidote trying to find a head to try and shut this down. There we go. There's one on the win. There's one Paradox as well, but Logi creates back out. Back down too. And there's Revenant. Just have to line up their angles. But look at this. Enigma, like sharks in the water, they're hunting out their remaining players of Revenant. A 5 of 5. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do, but here we go. The duo's coming. A few beautiful trades coming through there by one enemy remaining. Well, I can get my words out.
Doesn't stop Revenant. 3 versus 4. 2 of them very low already. Tesseract, does he have a lineup with that shock dart? Doesn't need to, because shooting through the wall is enough. Absolute mad dash damage. Sets up the recon dart there and gives some information as they try to push right in.
100%. There we go.
Oh!
Ooh, beautiful swing out there. Black Hawk is actually ready waiting. Whip gets one down to rawfiul, and RBK trades it back out. Can they win out? One versus one. No, they can't. Paradox willing to get stuck in. The layer goes out. Can they push themselves in and find an opening kill? There we go. A little bit ringing around the rosy, but Antidote's actually the one to shut that down onto Whip. Now the ice ball goes up, but it might be broken down very, very quickly. Paradox falling as Black Hawk trades it back out. One enemy remaining. Beautiful top there. Once he gets the trade off the player standing. Oh my goodness. Black Hawk comes through with the clutch.
Your duty is not over.
Able to go to the red again.
Last player standing.
They get the second one on the whip.
By 2 more. Oh, this is not a good wall, because this would actually force everybody to look 410 more than anything else. Never mind, excali does have the double up. Black Hawk does get the trade.
Down A.
I thought that was not a bad mix, but since tesseract was there for the double up, never mind. Now we're down to only Bad Love. He's the headshot, pixel angle. Can he connect it? That is the question in this 4 versus 1.
They found my trap.
Well, there's at least one.
30 seconds left.
Potential exit.
He's actually gotten through here. I wonder if they actually heard him drop down there, which they did through the wall. His teammate bumped it up, so Antidote could have seen nothing. Paradox now getting the heal, pushing back up, but because without the support of that Lear and everybody blind through the wall. Look at the damage coming in from excali. A little bit too overconfident for Revenant there, and they paid the
much room as they can. Again, you've got to be a bit safe about it when you know rawfiul is lurking in the shadows with that operator in hand. Antidote holding the crossfire now too. And that Viper's pit is nice and open. That's potentially going to give them all the breathing space they need. Antidote getting very bolshy here. There we go. Shut down actually.
10 seconds left.
Bad Love and Logi clearing the space up, so that flank could go down.
Last player standing.
Try and shut it down. There's at least pretty clever and pretty smart way to completely
Face
cut off
your
that
fear!
Well, as well. That's really aggressive collapse, but rawfiul ready and waiting. Paradox falling down, and no immediate trade. And rawfiul get a second here. There's one to tesseract, but
30 seconds left.
And again, no immediate trade coming through from the Revenant. They really need to get these trades off. There's at least one Logi taking
Spike
out.
down. One enemy
thrown to use to clear out the angle. Paradox exposed, but not tagged, so he can reposition here. Tesseract still good with the aim. Not the end, but Bad Love coming in from the flank all the way through Hut has made it an absolutely terrorizing position for Tesseract and teammate to try to get that retake right in. They have to check every single angle. Black Hawk is in a nice little pocket here, but Tesseract finds him. Tesseract now pushing. They have the wall. Stop them. Peeks right through onto 410. Oh, they don't have time. They're not actually fighting him. Right click for you with the classic antidote. If he pushes this, nobody is going to be expecting his angle. This is so damn deadly for him. Might have to get back into cover. excali doubles it up, and the trade game from Enigma is just that good here, Grace. 2 versus 4 as the round continues. You can hear the footstep. Run into the corner. excali does get traded out. Top clock is ticking. Excuse me. The hunt comes through. And Tesseract actually gets overwhelmed. They're going to have to push through this. They're going to have to charge in, but Wimp is actually holding the fort. No, never mind. Throws the nade, clears it up. No flashes in between, but their hard contact is actually working here beautifully, Grace. Black Hawk is good, but not good enough to win that fight. That is an awkward position for the spike. They're just going to have to get the picks right now. Roomba is still available for excali if he wants to. 2 versus 2. They know Wimp is right at the back of the site. That's going to be at least one holding the angle.
One enemy remaining.
RVK does not win it, so it's down to excali here. What does he have? He can't really try to pick this up because he's going to be trapped inside a cage if he makes a mistake here. But he's trying to open things up, and he is making so much noise. Everybody else from Enigma, or yeah, rather from RVK and Revenant know about where he is.
Waiting for the Logi bow. Well, Logi's certainly going to be calling out that execute is coming in hard and heavy. excali, beautiful opening pick there, completely clearing up the space. And look at this, excali all the way to the back now, holding that line of sight, potentially going for the pre-fire against Blackhawk as well. That's going to really apply the pressure. He's going to come back here. Paradox though gets one down to antidote. Can they get a second? excali has ulted now, so can go for some nutty kills. There we go. Paradox falling down. Blackhawk on the approach here. The boombox goes out. So does the paint kills. So much util being sent here to push them back. And Spike needs to go down very quickly, but it is going to be an all-out bloodbath. excali looking for the heads of this defense. Can't quite find anyone just yet. That wall goes up to that plant and starts to be taken. There we go. Such a great kill. Beautiful.
Oh!
There's the Paradox falling. Blackhawk trades it back out before being shut down by Astro, but Bad Love is there.
Last player
ready
standing.
and waiting. An uncomfortable post plan for Bad Love to be in a 1 versus 1 now, though. This could be massive. Again, it just really has to make sure they are making sure that these angles aren't being held, looking for the tight little pinches here and there. Could try and essentially force that diffuse. It looks like Antidote is holding the very, very long angle. They've completely removed themselves from that side. Can this thing come through? Yes, it can! Market, all that pressure from Fish. A beautiful pinch to try and get into sight, but ready and waiting for them is rawfiul and co. Tesseract as well, sending out the stock start. Beautiful stop down from Blackhawk as well. That's the opening pick for this game.
One enemy
excali
remaining.
and Tesseract, as expected,
down,
pushing
B.
forward with the battle of falling. Tesseract traded out, but excali ready and waiting to get that trade off as well.
There's going to be the triple initiator finding its value. RVK hasn't been spotted out yet by that utility, so it's only Tesseract that has been exposed. There's the push out, there's the smoke. tesseract will have to deal with this, but can't really find too much. RVK doesn't know that Blackhawk will get that refrag in the end. 2 versus 4. And excali and teammate very, very underhanded here. Antidote does have the Vandal, but doesn't get any value whatsoever. excali, wallbang. Now, here comes a game of whack-a-mole. Where is Logi actually positioned? Okay, he was actually spotted out there by rawfiul. Tesseract finds Bad Love coming in from B main. They've isolated both of the defenders, or the attackers rather, on the back of B. That dart actually exposes on fast lane. They don't know anymore where the opponents are. And since they still have Tesseract alive, look at this drone. Gonna get that information. Smoke to cover the back of the site. Do they know that Wimp's here? Absolutely they do. An antidote to go for A or B. It seems like it is going to be the B for now. Flash here from Antidote. He's going to TP back on the back of B site. And he is actually going to commit to this alongside rawfiul and teammate. So they will be really looking for the fight. RVK, good damage altogether. And Revenant, what is happening? They don't have time anymore to plant the spike.
Oh, well, you certainly don't know now that the spike is down. And yeah, 4 seconds on the clock. The timer is ticking. The strings come through. Logi gets one, but again, the owl does go out. Face your fear! Here we go. The ult gun's coming through. Starter gets shut down as the lockdown comes through as well. And this is a very uncomfortable position for Tesseract and rawfiul to be left in right now. No escape for rawfiul. Gets one for their pleasure, but is immediately traded out by Wimp. And this is a little bit of a ruckus on both sides. A 3 versus 3, and that plant and spike plonked down efficiently.
1 enemy remaining.
Ooh, great second shot from Blackhawk there. Mistake on Antidote's side to actually get detained by the lock.
The pressure being applied in that midsection. Well, there we go, say from Paradox, but Tesseract had something else to say about it. The intel dart going up through. excali taking out Wimp as well. No immediate trade just yet from the side of Revenant. And already it's a 5 versus 2, and that's very, very uncomfortable indeed. Bad Love being tagged out a little bit. Blackhawk trying to go for the swing desperately. A little bit of duo play on that
initiator should do that. Anyways. 2 on A main. Looks like they're just clearing up mid here to push back the defense to make a short push a little bit more palatable. And it could be a really good idea here because, yeah, rawfiul's the only one here. Although, rawfiul's a demon. Yep, they had the door closed. We're absolutely talking about that. And he does have his teammate here to help him out. excali is down, but rawfiul is still here. Jumping, leaping, dodging. And
Looks like a full steam push there through Fish. There we go. The ulti coming through to try and get a little bit of breathing room. Paradox spotting Blackhawk as well. Beautiful shot with the up there from a rawfiul. And there we go. The lockdown yet again. Seeing how impactful it can be for the side of Revenant. Really allowing them the breathing space they need to clean things up. But again, the collapse is coming through. A little bit of delay. This pushback starts to happen.
Wow.
There we go. With falling down.
Planted.
Blackhawk falling
One
too.
enemy remaining.
Loki. It's all over nearly. It's all bad luck in a 1 versus 4. And it's very, very uncomfortable. The spray for the box and the pinch angle.
I'm not sure if
from
rawfiul
RBK.
has also an operator
Face
up in
your
itself,
fear!
but in any case, here we go. They're going to just charge right in as much as possibly can. They're going to go through short here. Rawfiul waiting. There's going to be the molly to delay things a little bit more, but it's going to be actually grass here where the rest of the attackers try to occupy, but it's so awkward because of the Killjoy ultimate. The lockdown just pressures everybody. There's going to be into B. That turret finds that the contact already, that the defenders are still here already in close. Okay, everybody's just a bit too hot right now. Everybody's overheating with how they were picking these fights here. 3 versus 2, but the rest of the defenders are incredibly low here, Grace, especially Floggy, who is just one hit away from dying. Okay, everybody's just being a bit too cheeky, and they could still lose this if they make a mistake. Never mind.
Revenant playing it
Okay,
very
there you go.
patiently. Enigma rather playing it very patiently as they have to once again
them.
change up where they're
Alarm
going.
down.
A little bit of pressure here towards Garden. It looks like they are indeed going to go for an A. Execute. Loki though, ready and waiting. He just gets traded out by excali though, and there's another one by Wimp, ready and waiting in the shadows. A beautiful pick down from Rawfiul as well.
standing.
excali is waiting to
Spike
pick it up, and
down
it's
A.
already looking like the wind under their sails. Ready and waiting. I think he's fully prepared for this push from mid. And there we go. excali goes up to go to Paradox. The second one down to Bad Love as well. Can Blackhawk shut it down? This rotation needs to come through thick and fast from the rest of Revenant. There we go, RBK definitely had their number there. Wimp does trade it back though, so that's a little bit of breathing space at least, but it's a 3 versus 2 post plant. This could get very scrappy very quickly. I think Wimp did notice tesseract kind of lurking around there, so the lockdown's going to come out there, and here we go, the little alarm bot 2.
Last player
3-5 there,
standing.
there we go, lovely stuff. Tesseract falling. excali does take down Logi. And on both sides, who's going to react to it quick enough? They know, but there's the trap player there in the corner. Paradox, they get the pick. Yes, they can. There we go. Another one there. excali taking out Blackhawk. Enough
30 seconds
space.
left.
They're able to shut him down fully. This collapse that needs to come through. A 3 versus 2. They can roughly assume and potentially safely assume where this push is going to come from, especially with that owl drone going out the pre-fire for one
enemy
as well.
remaining.
And a comfortable one. There we go. 3K on the board for excali. Can they get a 4th? No, Loki is just too
Spike
quick with
planted.
it. They fall down. Spike goes down. It is a 1 versus 2 post plant. The Cosmic Divide is going to be massive here. Potentially giving so much breathing room, but
And we'll see how much damage that Fate can come in as, yeah, there's Tesseract. He spits out 1. There's going to be rawfiul with another. And they at least put it back into the 2 versus 2 with both defenders coming in from both Hookah and B Long. Although RBK making sure that spawn will be cleared. Huge nade to half, even just 1 tap
One
the
enemy
HP of
remaining.
Antidote here. And Paradox, they both missed each other, but Wimp so good.
this could be huge.
Definitely is. So important that they do get this. Antidote, that's a very big risk to try to push through this right now. No more utility whatsoever, but he is hearing a lot of players of Revenant here, so at least he can give that information audio cue wise. rawfiul has found another one. Wimp has dropped down excali. The double push onto Showers. He's gonna get caught out by
Last player standing.
Paradox. Looks like it was only good for 1. And Bad Love wrapping all the way around our flankers here. I don't really like that trap from the chamber on Market because it doesn't spot the push through U or the push through V here.
Not
So
going to materialize, at least not this round. And Paradox, again, they're very aware. Look at this duo play. They're letting them know where the player is. The first swing is going to come through by Bad Love. There we go. Gets that pick down to RBK. No immediate trade coming through from Enigma just yet. And the duo can push up together. There we go. Paradox getting one of those to excali. They're going to hold for the diffuser. 2-5-1. Now it does. There we go. And everyone talking about utilizing that ult to really cut off that approach. cutting off that line of sight. And they're trying to contest it, actually. Loki does fall, so there we go. They have fully contested to that A site, despite you losing casualties in the process. The raise ult comes through, and there we go.
Spike
Paradox
down
gets two
A.
for their pleasure before being taken out by rawfiul. It's a little bit scrappy on both sides. A 3 versus 2. Spike in no man's land. Blackhawk firmly going to sit on top of it now. And there we go. Beautiful shot down to rawfiul. No one holding that flank. For antidote, 1 versus 3. Doesn't have the spike. Have to try and fight out. He's being set up nice and quick. Ult's coming out as well. Is that going to really do anything? It's shut down though. There we go. A little bit of a trade-off. Wimp and excali 1 for 1. 4 versus 4. That flank goes down, and this could be Enigma's second attacking round on the board, depending on how this post-flank goes. Again, Revenant really needs to make sure the whole team crossfires and swinging as he's doing. No, Enigma has to do it just a little bit. Waiting for the paradox and bad love. They trade it back out. 1 versus 2. They got a 1 versus 2.
Last player standing.
Willing to try and get to it still. Dilly-dallying around that B site. No immediate decision to change up their style of execution, so at some point I assume again they're just going to try and tank it, aren't they? There we go, the poison goes through to try and delay that a little bit. The ult comes through too to try and clear out that Viper from that position. But Loki is holding on to their life, willing to hold on to this site. There we go, rawfiul actually shutting it down.
Spike planted.
So much control being gained in such little time.
Feeling it, and Blake was just absolutely tremendous. Excali, though, he has to hit that, or else. Now he did. It's going to be Logi, spotted out by the dog. Prowler again, getting pushed back up. They might need to call back reinforcements as the rest of our attackers here are looking hard on B. Nades being thrown. RBK's already all the way back. He does get spotted by Badlove, who is hitting every single shot.
Where the fact that this collapse is coming through, but we're seeing that rotation at the back as well. Seal's coming through as well from the raid, but look how quickly it's shut down. One Vincent, Loki falling down. Paradox does manage to find one on excali, but again, no immediate trade from either side. A 4 versus 2. Looks like the attack tails by A side, but Blackhawk is ready and waiting for you.
Face your
Antidote,
fear.
no! The fall down
Last
there. It's
player
a little
standing.
bit unfortunate. Tesseract taking out Paradox as well. We're left down to Blackhawk now in a 1 versus 3. There we go, rawfiul.
How to follow up on things. Anyways, just being thrown out. Challenge through. Revenant very much prepared for it. Tesseract, though, the nade, but it doesn't matter. They still make it into the 2 for 2 for trades. But look at this. They haven't really cleared out RBK as he pushes right through. But there is a bit of a gap in that smoke. Out in the open, popping shots. RBK backing into the corner. They have so much utility to keep throwing in, and this is what we're talking about. As long as they can get the picks, bully at the start, these smokes getting value, this is what RNT wants. This is what they need, and they're not stopping at all. We could be already looking at the game number 4 here. Badlove picking up a bit of extra space, extra bit of goodies, as these 3 players of Enigma, even though they're on the site, it's going to be very difficult for them to make anything happen. And again, because they didn't clear out U-Haul, Paradox just swings out, hits him with the shotgun, and that is his best shot, and he has given it to them.
100%. They're still committing to this collapse. The plant is probably going to go down relatively uncontested unless a pre-fire comes through, but rawfiul having to get stuck in a little bit there. There we go, Badlove. First pick for them for this round. Remember, starting this round, they're actually on a 1.5 KPR, so they are doing phenomenal work for their team. Block off lines of sight. The molly does indeed go out, though, to hold back that pressure from showers even more. All the util on either side to really start to apply this pressure. They know exactly where Wimp is, what they certainly do now. Tesseract's head taken clean off. The pick fell into RBK, and goodness me, Wimp on a little bit of a tear here. Trying to desperately find the remaining players, open themselves up to breathing space. There's 20 seconds on the clock. They don't have the spike. They either need to grab it and hightail it to get that secured.
Could have happened. Logi getting chance to get that plant in, but the 2 peeks from spawn. The Viper spit denied. And Blackhawk and teammate will have to wrap all the way around. Now they know there's one coming in all the way through spawn. That spike is planted way out into the open, and RBK, does he have the proper defense from his teammate? Looks like it somewhat is. And now it's a 1 versus 1. The nade to come through. Blackhawk has to back away. Spike will get tagged. And now Blackhawk has to peek this. excali is making so much noise. He has to have that spike right now. Actually, it's already half, so he can just go for the challenge. Already put onto RVK here. The flashes to come in as well. Great dash. Has his teammate to help out. Takes a bit of space for rawfiul here. Great flash from the breach. And now Enigma have pushed back the opposition here. Different from the bind one where they're so willing to go for fights. Now they're waiting as much as they can. There's the peek out. Forces a TP. But if they try to go elsewhere, you do see that there is that fade already waiting for them. So they really want to attack this one. Enigma's does have the fault line. They have to be very prepared for this peek out. There it is.
One enemy remaining.
Anybody gonna challenge? There's one. rawfiul. Not yet challenging the clock. There is time to go around, but it seems like Revenant have decided to actually go for this site. Any more utilities will be perfect here. Bad love though. Oh, that's not good. Antidote's gonna have to back away first, but they're dwindling down the numbers. Great flashes altogether from Wimp. Huge stuff. God spot plant. Anybody to delay? There is! RVK gets away! Oh, this is absolutely huge. And RVK wins the fight. Can actually go here. He has still plenty of bullets. Time? I think he might have enough. Oh, just barely misses. 3. There's the ultimate. Does he get hit by that? Yes, he does, but he's still holding on. Shot not connecting. And the debuff from that ult will be his demise. Although, they are going to be trapped inside the site. They will have an ultimate, the Rolling Thunder, to work with. But it's not good when you have multiple opponents to deal with left and right. Although Paradox was able to traverse away from that Nightfall. I think he just got hurt by Tesseract. And now, Tesseract can win this fight. Paradox. He was just a little bit too greedy with that push. Great shot from Logi, but he's reloading. Logi tapped already. Winning the fight here. An antidote.
But for now, they're holding off, and that immediate team gather can happen towards that A. So the sign 7 will execute. Beautiful stuff from that lane. So Wimp falling down is immediately trading by the beautiful up shot by Bad Love. Tesseract with the pick onto Bad Love, trade back out. Once again, the trade's coming through. Paradox taking out Tesseract as well. That's going to open up so much breathing room for that spike to go down. RVK on a little bit of flankaroonie. I think Paradox is aware of it, ready and waiting, but are they specifically aware of the location? That was a little bit unfortunate because I think RVK wasn't actually aware until they came back to reality and saw that, so that's a little bit uncomfy there. Beautiful shot there by Blackhawk though, RVK falling down. A 1 versus 2. Poor Antidote has to make this work.
Waiting into the corner. I think he was very much aware that there could be a flash out play on short, just or long, be aggressive. And if Logi does get a pick here, that is going to be the activation of that ultimate. The slow peek. rawfiul's prepared. There's a seize in the back of the site. That's not where you want to look. Tesseract missing a couple of those key taps right then and there. Blackhawk does find a crack. Bad Love is looking dangerous, but now he's been thwarted. There is one. Blackhawk.
For Revenant, they really need to find a way to get one of these sites under their belt. Beautiful shot there by Bad Love, though. Antidote falling down, so that's that lockdown completely removed from Pocket. So again, that retake, if they do manage to get that site secured, is going to be a lot trickier. RVK looking around the corner. Beautiful pick there onto Bad Love, though. It's going to certainly make the pressure gain a little bit rougher now. For the side of Revenant, Logi does get the pick onto rawfiul. Wimp looking for the head of RVK. Knows roughly where he is, but no RVK with the swing is going to shut it down. Logi is able to get that pick back off, but again, how can they plant here with that pinch coming through? Tesseract knows the second kills going out, potentially trying to get a little bit of damage under your belt. Hold back the defense as long as possible. The longer you take to go for that collapse, the more the timer burns out. Beautiful shot there by Logi. rawfiul falling down. Can the trade come through? The lockdown has been plunked down by Antidote. Again, a very safe position for that to be in. And this wing could be massive if they're able to land it. No, they're not. There we go. Antidote and Tesseract falling down. And it's just 2 versus 4 retake. This could be massive for Revenant if they're able to hold on to 1 enemy remaining. Now, again, the trade's coming through. Blackhawk 3 kills for that round. And no immediate pushback from RVK. What do you do if you
with the fault line set up and everything? Oh, I may have made a mistake that Rolling Thunder was from Wimp and not excali here, who still does have his own ultimate.
Nice. Ooh, beautiful. 2K Okay, then the
Down A.
tesseract. Whimper Paradox falling
Last
down.
player
excali has
standing.
gone. Can they get another? No, they can't. There we go. Black Horse trading it back out. Another pick by RVK. Black Horse falling down. But
Aware
Loki.
of that Bad Love could be in this position. He's actually pushed up way far in, and now he doesn't have a TP. That was okay. He was very much afraid. He wanted to get the catch off, but he put himself in a position where he couldn't really escape now.
100%. But they need to maintain this site control right now. And look at all the util being dumped out by the side of Revenant.
Spike down
Your
A.
position in hell here from rawfiul is going to make it a little bit lighter as the distraction allows those picks to come through from tesseract and co.
They're going to be pushing in. This stage is going to be late. Yep, there's a dash right in. Keep yourself safe and healthy in the default first. Back up the site is only going to be Blackhawk. They do have a flash here. They could actually play that contact. What a jump up from rawfiul. Comes in Loki from behind. Almost good on the flag, but not good enough. Doesn't even do massive damage, too. And Wimp. What? Oh, okay. His teammate popped a shot, and he immediately reacted to it. And as the smoke gets readdressed,
Last player
Wimp comes
standing.
in. What is the whiffs happening right now? This is really hurting Revenant. It's going to be the aftershock to reposition. Your shot might force him away.
Planted.
But no, not really. Nightfall for safety. There it is. It's a little bit of information. Hunt is still available as well. Vault line. And this is going to be a bit of a fight. It's still pretty early. TP in. Allows him for that over the top vision. Oh, the gravity well. Perfect. The trade also good from tesseract. Not going to let his teammates sacrifice go unabated. And Bad Love Rise has gone all the way for the wraparound here, Grace. This is going to put such a pressure on excali, but you know what? This is excali we're talking about. He's the operator master. Although he's going to get deafened, he's going to get flanked, he's basically going to get everything downed up on him. But although antidote helps him, excali not really spotted out. It's back into cover, not going to work. Turret. Nano swarm, another nano. This is delaying. They're very low. They have to challenge it. They got a double peek. One is down. Loki, pros don't fake, but he's already exposed himself. Half HP. There's time. Why are you ulting? You know what? It's candy.